Alright, what's up everyone? Today I'm gonna do a reaction to SHAR All Story Missions World Record by Homer of Steel. Normally this is the kind of thing I would do on a stream, but I don't know how many people would watch that because, for the most part, like, what is actually the connection between SHAR and movie other than a very small amount of community overlap? But the reason why I'm reacting to it is because back in 2018, I used to run SHA. I tried learning it in like 2014 or some shit, and it didn't work out. But I got into it in 2018. And I haven't watched runs in like ages. I've seen little bits, but I've never watched like a full or even like a quarter of the run in years. So I would really like to react to the world record because when I stopped playing the game, I think the world record was like 127 or something like that, right? Now it's 116. So like, and Shah is that kind of speed game where it's like you're kind of like, where does the time save even come from if you don't run the game? And I'm wondering where some of the time save comes from. I know where some of it comes from, but I'm sure a lot of it will also be movement and better coin routing. But yeah, like, it'd just be interesting. Um, Here's my run over here, 146. When I got this run, I think I was like 80th-ish. I think I was in the 80s. Um, yeah. So a long time has passed. Like, it's a lot easier to get this kind of time now, and I'll be able to identify differences. I already know a few. So back when I played, because they allow custom, you can set your FPS. Like a pretty common, like the standard back when I played was like 90, not for top level, but like that was like a good number. That was a good FPS. Now, like, you never do 90. I believe I've been told like you either do 60 or you do, I think, like 120 plus, like something like that. You don't touch 90 anymore. And FPS affects the physics in this game. Cars become a lot more floaty off of like ramps and shit like that. And some other stuff I think to do with like some out of bounds strats or something. I'm not entirely sure. Um, so that's like a big thing. The reason why I'm doing this now instead of like, I don't know, months in the future is because like Shao currently has like some cutscene skip, and I don't know what they're gonna do with that. So, and this run, this world record is gonna be like optimized. So I feel like it's just fair to just watch this. So another difference as well, and this is actually notable. When I played, you couldn't do like an intro skip thing. Now they do an intro skip. So they just load a file that's already loaded, that's already watched the intro and has saved the game. So when you reset, you waste a little more time because you need to load the file, but then you skip like 40 fucking seconds. So each attempt is like 30, 35 seconds faster, and that adds up. I mean, 5,200 attempts is quite a low amount. So I'm wondering if Homer of Steel is like a very fast improver, or he mainly practices, or if this attempt count is inaccurate in some way, shape, or form. But either way, that's still, like, think about it, right? If Homer of Steel has only been running the game since they've allowed intro skip, then he's saved like 35-ish seconds 5,200 times, which is, and that's not counting any other category either. Like, that's insane. So it allows you to be more of a reset monkey and just, promotes like better early games because you're more likely to be willing to reset. So now these splits are even more optimized than they already would have been. Anyway, hopefully the audio is good. I checked audio before I started this. Yeah, so this is one thing. I've seen this. Bush strat, right? I don't think this existed when I played. I don't even know how much it says. I think it's like a second or a bit under that. I think it used to suck more. I think they kind of have the hang of it now, but I do think it's like one of those like semi-inconsistent tricks still, but consistent enough to be worth doing at the high level. So, and you got a lot of coins. We used to get those coins. I think we used to get them in petty theft. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. So we get them in 1, 2. and now they get them in the tutorial mission, and then you just reverse into that. I mean, 109.64 cola caper, bro. That's fast as fuck. Like, I'm pretty sure my gold's like a 112 or a 113 or something, bro. Yeah, I was bad, but yeah. And he's doing it again, by the way. I don't think they, like, even when this was a thing, I don't think they were doing this twice. So yeah, already saving, like, a couple seconds probably over other runners. And, you know, that time save really adds up when the run's only been going for, like, a minute. Also, this game has in-game time, as you would imagine, as nearly all PC games have in-game time. The loads in this game are really fast, even if you're on, like, a shitty PC. There'll still only be, like, a couple seconds on bad hardware. But still, it's just, if you have a way to conveniently just remove loading times, then why wouldn't you? And, you know, that's an amazing advantage of PC. So yeah, that looked like a pretty standard SMRT, other than the bush strat. And now we got petty theft, so just gonna go in the house, yeah. This looks normal. Also, Hundo's changed so much since I played. I never played Hundo, but yeah. But I'm not reacting to that because I never ran it. Like, I can actually, like... I haven't played the game in 6 years, so I can actually, like, tell you. I'm more experienced than somebody who's literally never ran the game, basically. But I thought it'd be interesting to see, like, what shit's different. I know Homer 2 is, like, completely different. I've seen a lot of it. Just, you know, from time to time. But this looks very standard. Again, like I said, like, this kind of has, like, the movie effect, but to an even greater extent, where it's, like... It's hard to even know where all of this time save is coming from, you know? It's like, how is the world record improved by, like, 10 minutes in, like, 6 years, when it's linear in the sense that the missions force you to take quite specific paths, and you still have these coin requirements that have never been skippable. I don't know if he meant to, like, not get the crusty glass, or if he already collected it and I just wasn't paying attention. If you get crusty glass, then when you break crusty glass a second time, you won't get coins from it. So it's possible that you already grabbed the coins, or that could have been an accident, or it burns more frames than it's worth. I know the coin routes, it's got to be a lot more optimized than it was back then, yes. So normally, we would have gone into the neighbor's garden to get the wasp and the boxes by now. That was a strat. That was a strat just then. If you park, like, here, if you park closer to Ned, then the car will disappear when you, when it's saying mission complete, so you'll waste a couple seconds, but if you park it, like, here, then it won't unload, so you just save time. And now, I think this mission has changed quite a bit, I know that for a fact. It's gotten a lot faster. I don't know what my gold is here, but it's gonna be a lot slower than a 119.98, let me tell you. Though I'd imagine this drive is going to be very familiar. I think HomerOfSteel is, like, running into a lot of stuff. Like, a lot of stuff just to get, like, a coin here, a coin there. I don't know how intentional it is. Lenny is under the car. I don't know if that was intentional. Okay, well, the car despawned, so yeah. Alright, so this is a big change. What we used to do is when the mission would start, we would try and basically just get, like, the first traffic car that we could get. And, I don't remember which one was ideal, but I don't think you wanted School Bus or Krusty Glass. I think you just wanted, like... I don't know how to describe it, but I don't think you wanted those two. But now they actually straight up use Plow King, when we didn't used to use Plow King. I should probably speed this up a little bit, because I think there'd be a lot of chunks where, like... I already, like, know what's going on, and, like, especially in, like, level 1, is gonna be quite familiar. They did not used to do that. That is interesting. I wonder if that's for, like, a manip. Wow, look at that. That is fast as fuck. Bro. Oh my god, okay, we're gonna go over that too, but... I don't even know how, like... I think there's like a tree back here. You would ram him into like that tree, and then if he failed, then you would ram into him around like where the shortcut is. You know, like the shortcut that with the crusty glass. That takes you to the quickie mart. Like, yeah. It was like around there was like the backup. This is like insanely fast. I think I know why he did this. I think it's initially slower, but yeah. Okay, so I know why he did that. So, the way the cars work in this game, no matter how much damage you do to a car, even if you could do the equivalent of 5 billion% damage to a car, but it'll never break. No matter, even if the car is at 99% damage or 0% damage, if you do enough to get it to 100%, it's not going to break unless it was already at 100%. You can think of 100% as 99.9%. Like, if a car is literally one tap, like it nudges anything and it immediately explodes, that's basically 99.9% essentially, even though it says like 100%. So if a car has been dealt like 99% damage and then you ram into it again, it's going to take 100. Now it's at 100, but it's basically 99.9. So you basically, no car is one tap. No matter how much damage you do to it, it's never one tap until it's at that final like 99.9%. So he got out of the car, because otherwise he would have needed to reverse and then bump into the car again, which would have been faster, but it's not faster because of this. You'll see it now. So he went into the phone booth, and then he was able to skip that cutscene. This was not a thing when I played. It was just not a thing. But they discovered this thing, I don't know when it was, like 2020 or something. If you, like, use a phone booth, and then, like, you, go to a mission, if that mission had, like, a fly-through cutscene, I think you can, I don't know if you can always skip it, but you can usually skip it. So it's worth getting out of the car, taking initial time loss to then immediately save time, because that just saved a few seconds. Yeah, so that's past my time. It adds up throughout the run. They do that a number of times, I'm sure. This is different. They used to go, you can see my cursor, right? They used to go this way. They went this way for Hundo, but now they go this way for ASM as well, because of another strat that was found a few years ago. So again, past my time. I'm wondering when we're gonna see it, though. Because this route they're taking is quite different. Are they gonna do... Yeah, okay. If you, like, pan the camera upwards, then you can... there's probably a little more to it than that, but as far as I'm aware, if you pan the camera up, you could basically run across, like, thin air. And that's why this path is faster now. And they do it again. It just skips, like, waiting. Like, 43 is insanely fast, dude. I don't remember, like... I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if my gold is like a fucking 58 or some shit, like genuinely, like this seems so fast. And now they're gonna use the phone booth again to skip another cutscene. God, so much time saved, bro. And now there's a flowers cutscene. I don't know if I said earlier, but HomerOfSteel is on 200 FPS. Back in the day when I played, I think the standard was like 130 FPS or 140 or some shit. I remember at one point people were saying if you hit like 150 FPS, then it's basically unlimited and it's like unviable and all this other stuff. Now people are playing at 200. It's crazy how the standards change, right? But anyway, I'm gonna skip this cutscene because nothing has changed there. I am wondering if they're gonna allow like a mod that lets you like skip cutscenes or whatever, because like this current cutscene skip thing that they have is like apparently like pseudo hardware dependent, but like they really just don't know how it works, everything. Anyway, there are a lot of missions in the game where you need to follow a car, so this is like it's like a half auto scroller thing. So in this time they're just gonna get some wasps. One thing you'll see HomerOfSteel doing probably fairly frequently is like flicking back like that. This despawns cars and sometimes NPCs as well. So it can stop the van from, like, running into other cars and losing time. Or if your hit and run meter is getting high, then you might be able to despawn NPCs so you don't accidentally run into them. And then you get hit and run, and yeah, that could, like, kill your run. He went really slow into that wasp. I mean, it makes sense, you have time to. I remember that wasp being a pain in the ass before, and there is something to do with, like, wasps that got, like... Dude, what's up with these, like... My throat's been a bit weird ever since I got a cold, because, like, I don't think I have a cold anymore, but my throat's still, like, half-cooked. I don't know. But yeah, we have a better I say we. They have a better understanding of wasps now than in 2018. Alright, so here's another thing. I don't know if it's still believed to be the case or if they've confirmed it, but if you hang around the back here, then... Because if you get close to the van here, it's very likely for it to, like, bump into this wall for some reason. But if you hang back, it usually doesn't bump into the wall. And considering HomerOfSteel held back, either it's old habit or it's still the case that is true. Sometimes, I'm pretty sure they sometimes nudge the car as well to give it a bit of a speed boost, but that's not happening here, so I assume it's not viable. Maybe something to do with rubber banding. And there's 2 wasps there, and one of them got destroyed. I think that's still like a luck thing. And got in the booth. Oh, another thing as well. Because you would have a traffic car, you would be in this Flowers mission, you would be using a traffic car for it. I don't know if that mattered, but now you just don't. Like, use the family sedan. And let's skip another cutscene. Like, they've already skipped so much time. Like, here's the thing, right? The coin route, even the coin route is like, well, it's basically the same as it was back then, but except the collecting the neighbors' coins at a slightly different time. There are coins on top of the school, and they're known to be slow, but they're a great option for, like, beginners and stuff. I'll get into more detail about, like, the coin route later. But even I was doing school roof, and, you know, good runners weren't doing that back then, but I'm just saying, like, I wonder if now that's just completely frowned upon. I have no idea. Also, I noticed that there's a FPS counter at the top. I think they allow a mod that shows FPS. That's cool, because that wasn't a thing back then. Anyway, for this mission, you get to use Marge's car, but it fucking sucks, especially at high frame rates. I mean, it's faster than the family sedan. But here, you're just gonna bump into this thing 10 times. You need to do it with, like, enough, like, force, though. Because if your hit is too dinky, then it won't even register the hit. But obviously, you don't want to, like, build up speed for too long, or else in that time, you could have bumped it. So, like, you could have bumped into him and gotten him to drop boxes. So you need to be quite strategic with, like, how long you actually, like, hold back for and build up a tiny bit of speed. Like, it's quite strategic. Ideally, you get all 10 boxes before getting to this point, because there's a shortcut over here. Most of the time when I played, I couldn't do that, so I had to go this way. Yeah, it's very optimal. I can probably go into more detail about certain mechanics and stuff a bit later on, although some things I might get a little wrong, I'm not sure. That's interesting. I don't think they used to reset car here. I think they used to reset car, like, here. I might be misremembering, but I don't think they used to reset it here. I might be misremembering. Oh, actually, I think they... I don't know, maybe we got neighbors' coins here. I'm actually not sure. Yeah, that cutscene's always been skippable. It was one of the few skippable cutscenes. And now, instead of doing this mission normally, what you're gonna do is reverse into here. They close off the power plant so you can race Smithers, but you can reset the car. Like, this has been a thing for a long time. There was a different version of it way back in the day, but this version has existed for ages. I'm surprised he didn't try to get the wasp, because there was still a wasp there. Very unlikely he would have gone there, but I'm pretty sure there's still, like, a chance he could have gone there, so I don't know. The way I saw it, it's like, why not go for it, but maybe I'm wrong.
It's as easy as
Fucking ads, bro. Shut up, bruv. Shut up, bruv. Shut up, bruv. Shut up, bruv. Shut up, bruv.
I'm Natasha Burnell from Play It Again Sport.
Bro, this is
Play It
in...
Again Sport was devised by a karate...
Oh, wait, I thought it was in Welsh. It was in English. Alright, 10:27 Homer 1. I'm pretty sure my best is, like, 13 minutes. Alright, anyway, time for Bart. They're already getting a traffic car. Bro, that is not what we did back in the day. You just immediately get in your own car. That is crazy. That is definitely, like, initial time. But, basically, traffic cars are better than Homer's car and Bart's car. I believe from Lisa onwards, you don't want to bother with traffic cars, I think. So, but yeah, like, the sports car, which is, like, that's the ideal one. The sports car is faster than the family sedan and the rocket roller, I think it's called. So, now, like, that's some initial time save. And then you escape Skinner here, but it's not hard. Sometimes you can really be up your ass, though, just like rubber banding shit. But usually you'll be fine. If you absolutely need to, you can enter the DMV. In missions like this, if a car's chasing you, usually they won't fail you for entering buildings if you're able to enter buildings. So you could literally just enter you lose a lot of time, but you could enter the DMV and then, yeah, be free. Free way of getting away from him. Another thing about traffic cars is that, probably, for time constraint reasons, traffic cars don't have, like, doors that get open. Like, there's no animation for, like, opening their doors and then you get inside the car and you sit down. That isn't a thing. But it is for, obviously, your main cars and, like, unlockable cars and stuff like that, but that is not a thing for traffic cars, so you save a little more time. You can do that with regular cars if you jump on top of them, but then you have to waste time jumping on top of them. That is sometimes worth it, usually not. So, yeah, that's another just small thing. A lot of little things. Yeah, so we used to get a traffic car here. I'm surprised that that's not worth it. Maybe it's because you have a much higher chance of getting a sports car if you do it from 2-1 instead of 2-2. I'm not sure. But I feel like it would be faster. But then again, you save time driving here in a sports car anyway, so maybe it's... I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. So this is going to be probably, like, nearly identical to what I remember. Though I get to talk about something very soon. It'd be kind of exciting to talk about because it's so fucking stupid. One of those back in my day things. Okay, that was smart as well, placing the car so that you could, when you enter it, you just automatically click. Alright, so back in my day, it wasn't long-lived, but when I stopped playing the game, it was still a thing. It wasn't a thing for too long, like a month or some shit, but we had something called mini coin grinding. It was so fucking dumb, I can't believe we ever thought it was fast. But basically, right, mini coin grinding, okay, so when you kick a box, for example, you need to kick it 3 times. Each kick will give you coins, but to fully destroy the box and have it never appear again, you need to kick it 3 times, or you double jump, like, slam into it, right? And then that'll immediately destroy it. We used to kick certain boxes or vending machines twice, and then get back in the car, and then we would destroy the boxes or vending machines or whatever later on, like, fully, so we'd be getting extra coins. And that is really slow, because imagine how long it would take to get out of this car, run all the way up these stairs, kick the box twice, collect all the coins, and then run back to the car. That is slow. I don't know how slow, but I bet they're doing even faster coin routes than we were doing back then, even without factoring the mini coin grinding. But yeah, this shit can't be, like, the slowest thing in the world, but it's still fucking clearly slow and stupid. And we used to do this in multiple spots. I believe there is one spot where they still do it because it doesn't lose time. But, like, in instances where you're not in any sort of, like, auto-scroller, like, it's losing you time. And we did it multiple times throughout the run. My PB has it. If you want to laugh, go to my PB. It was fucking stupid. So yeah. Um, yeah, it's just like, it's just the little things. Nostalgia, bro, for fucking mini coin grinding. Also, obviously the driving's gotten a lot better over the years. Oh, that was smart. He, like, bumped into the car a bit. So that it would, like, touch the fucking vending machine. I like that. I want to see if this is any different. So the strat here, yes, it's different. That's crazy. Damn, that's fast as fuck, bro. All right, what we used to do, you would hug this over here, and then you would just drive to the right side, and then in rare instances you wouldn't escape Wiggum, so then you might need to go to the highway. I guess here you just do this. I don't know how consistent this is, but it's fast as fuck. Definitely saving at least a couple seconds. More than that, actually. Probably like 3 or 4 seconds. I'd say 3. Anyway, he has a very fast mission. I want to see if he gets the wasp. What was that? Bro, you can do pausing strats now for the fucking wasps? Holy shit. That's crazy, bro. I think we used to sometimes get this vending machine. But anyway, this wasp was always a bitch. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I don't know how consistent that makes that. Something tells me it probably doesn't make it 100% consistent. If it does, though, then that's fucking nuts. Or even, like, 80% consistent, that's huge. Because you went from, like, basically never being able to destroy that fucking thing to, being able to maybe even consistently destroy it. I don't know how many coins... I wonder, hold on. Let me go to my run. Just temporarily. I want to see how many fucking coins I had. Dude, look at all these fucking ads. Jesus Christ, I didn't realize it got on this bad. Yeah, that was the mini coin grinding just then. Fucking, dude, all these goddamn ads. I just want to see how many coins I had. Jeez, it broke in the fucking car. Holy shit. Bro, what am I doing? I'm so bad. 550 at the end of the mission. And, wait, 550? Jesus Christ. Well, I used to get school roof. 550? What the fuck? That's nuts. Yeah, that's so many coins. How the fuck are they making this work? Because I was even struggling to make that work. Okay, I don't know if we used to get those coins now, or if we would get them in Monkey C. I can't remember, but... Alright, so you still do this, where you, like, yeah, get a sports car. Oh, nudging it to... Oh, it's stuck. Bro, that fucking car is fucked. It's... You can't see. Also, something I've noticed is that HomerOfSteel doesn't use first person that much. You can toggle first person, and a lot of runners prefer first person. At least they did back then. There's no actual, like, difference, really. Except, if the car is smoking, then you would generally want to go first person. But it doesn't seem like HomerOfSteel uses first person that often. I feel like runners were using it more than he is for this run, but maybe I'm misremembering. Oh yeah, that's a strat. This strat's beyond my time. It's hard, but you can force the van to take the short. Sometimes you can still bump into here, though, or get stuck at, like, the ramp. But you do save a lot of time from that. And I think we used to... Yeah, I think we used to destroy that wasp. And we used to get this wasp as well. The only problem is that sometimes the fucking van would get stuck. He sometimes just gets stuck in the trailer park thing. Or the, yeah, whatever section is called. And, yeah, sometimes when a car is stuck for so long, it's forced to respawn after being stuck for like 15 to 20 seconds. It's super duper fucking AIDS. But yeah. But it's looking mostly normal. God, this shit's so fucking fast, though. Like, just in general, like, HomerOfSteel's so fast. And he got pushed by traffic. I think that usually happens. And here's another thing as well. This is different. That is very different. Alright, so where do I even begin? So this is the same. However, right? We used to have we had 2 different respawn points that you could do. I don't remember them exactly, but, there was, like, an early respawn point, and then there was a different one, like, further up, and I think the one further up saved more overall time, I believe. But now they don't even reset the car at all. So this initially is a lot slower, but then watch this now. And I assume this is possible because of the higher frame rate, so you get enough height to then do this. I wonder how much that saves. And now they get the... Yes, because then they can get the Wasp now, and they get the Wasp earlier, and they get the... They have a better line for it earlier, and then they can get the vending machine. Alright, so... I don't know how he's losing so much time off of his gold, and that's another thing, just the inconsistency of, like, each individual split in SHAR. But... His gold is a 213. What was my gold? 236. Actually kill me. It's like, what the fuck? Bro. Fucking Jesus. 23-second difference, bro. Alright, that's another thing as well. It was kind of hard to, like, grab... You gotta grab something. If you pause and unpause, I think it, fades quicker. So you can actually see what you're doing. But that's like a second of time loss or something, but I would usually do that. We also used to... That's strange. Alright, so we used to do something here. Or I think it was here. Actually, I'll save it for now because I might be wrong. Also, 1612. And I had, what did I have? So he had 1612, 1956. 3.5 minute difference already. That is unbelievable. This early in the run. Because back then, I was a very, like, average runner. Holy shit, bro. Like, it just gets to a point where, like, you just can't comprehend how people can go so fast. Like, I can comprehend, like, a good chunk of it. I was expecting, like, 2.5 minutes, but 3.5 minutes is just, like, insane. This, you can't do too much for it. This is gonna be mostly the same. Yeah, I think this is basically the same. Oh, no, I think... I don't know. Was this the order that we did? I don't think it was, because I feel like I remember getting stuck in that fucking train. Like, I feel like I remember I used to go from this side, and then I'd usually have a bad cycle, and I'd get fucked here, and sometimes lose it. I don't know. This might be a different order. I genuinely don't know. Maybe I have AIDS, I don't know. I might be just misremembering. That is fast. Yeah, you can't. I couldn't do it that fucking fast. Alright, you buffer an input here, I think. I think you, like, here, you run into where the item is going to drop. And then for a split second, it thinks you're there. Okay, here we go. I think this is called a main menu warp. I think it's called something like that. So what that does is reset your wasp. So I don't exactly know how it works, but, you get 2 freebie wasps. They're called freebies. And, then after the second wasp you destroy, then the hitboxes get absolutely fucked, and it becomes, like, extremely small. Hence, why destroying any more than 2 wasps in a car is hyper inconsistent, which led to a lot of inconsistencies in all the SHAR. That pause strat looked interesting earlier. I do wonder how much that helps with consistency, but it can't help too much. You know when I said earlier that there's probably like a 100, like it could be a 100% consistency rate with it? It can't be, or else you wouldn't feel the need to do that main menu warp. So it must still be inconsistent. It must improve the consistency if Homer of Steel is willing to do it at all, but it probably makes it like 50% consistent or something like that. But yeah, coins are extremely, or at least they were extremely inconsistent in SHAR, but I wonder if they found ways to grab coins that aren't so inconsistent. Monkey was a big one. Like, there are a couple wasps that you might be able to grab, but also some you might not be able to grab. We changed the order that we did. Like, we used to do monkeys in a very specific way, and then we changed it, and then shortly after, I stopped playing the game, so I don't remember it that well, but I do remember the beginning of it, and I'm wondering if they still do it. So here you need to buy Mr. Plow. Not to be mistaken for the Plow King. Alright, let's see. It's already different. It's already different. Alright, so we used to go this way, and then what we started doing... you see that monkey in the distance over there. We would go... I think we would get this monkey and then reset the car and then go this way. I think that's what we did. But nope, now we're going this way. The song's a banger, by the way, but yeah. So this is just like, yeah, you collect 30 fucking monkeys. See, look, they got a freebie there. And they got another... Oh, that's fast as fuck. Dude, okay. I'm pretty sure they used to, like, intentionally, like, ram into the gazebo. Like, I think the order that they did this in... Because, I think you... I don't know, it's hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure they used to ram into the gazebo here. Or at least I think I did. Because when you're... Okay, it's weird, right? If you're a not very good player, or not even, if you're just not one of the best players, it's really hard to, like... Dude, my hair's fucked. Hold on. It's really hard to, like... I still feel like it's partially fucked, but... Hold on. Whatever, bro. What was I saying? I kind of forgot. Oh, yeah. When you're, like, not one of the best players, at least back in the day, you just couldn't copy world records coin routes. You could not do it. You would always have nowhere near enough every time. So you'd have to grab extra coins. And, I don't remember if world record was grabbing this box back in the day, but at the very least I fucking was, let me tell you. I needed it. I fucking needed it, and I still wouldn't have enough. The better I got at the game, the more coins I was accidentally skipping, stop signs, because my movement got better, so I was like, not, and I wanted to get less hit and runs. So it just led to me avoiding more coins on accident, and then I'd have to implement slower coin boxes and vending machines to compensate. It was fucking stupid. But anyway. Did he get that one? Yeah, I think he got that one. That's another freebie, and now he's ran out of freebies, but it's, like, mostly fine. Losing the right amount of speed here is really hard. Especially, I bet it's really hard at 200 FPS. So you want to slow down this so you can grab the box. If you miss the box, that's, like, a lot of coins. I think boxes give you, like, 30 coins. It's a lot. So, yeah, I think this is just, like, the old route, monkey box route. Monkey box, Jesus Christ. I think this is the old... Oh, I think that reset strat might be new. But I think this is just the old path that we used to do before we changed it for a bit. Oh, this is different. That is absolutely different. We used to skip that wasp, I think. Because, again, we used to get this from the back. Or maybe we would get it from the back because it was faster. I don't know. Anyway, this is bizarre. Yeah, we did not used to do this. It's hard to remember the ending, but it wasn't this. This is really smart though, because all the monkeys are right next to each other, and you get to do the... When you do that, by the way, I think you have to, like, change the control scheme temporarily. I don't know, you have to do something. It's, like, weird. You can see his camera has changed, which... That means you know that the setup worked. I think you have to, like, not move the camera in that state or something. But yeah, he was able to do another cutscene skip. Sellouts is fucking hard, right? sometimes you could tell a player, at least back then, you could tell a player's skill level partly from like just how good they were as sellouts. Sellouts is really hard to do fast. My sellouts relative to my skill level was quite bad. Like again, I wasn't good at the game or anything, but I feel like my sellouts really set me back. Like there were some missions I was surprisingly good at. I would practice sellouts. I was just fucking bad at it because like there's just a lot of steps. Already like doing a lot of damage. Again, okay, so there's like this fucking hell that was so fast. All right, this is like this breaking strat you can do in SHAR where like you don't always want to do it, but sometimes you want to like hit the brake, do the equivalent of hitting the brake. So hold a button on the controller or keyboard, and what it'll do, you'll mostly halt. You'll move extremely slowly, but you'll hear the wheels make a screeching sound. And when you let go after a little bit, you'll accelerate quite fast. And sometimes that's faster than just letting the car slowly make it to full speed. Not always, it's just sometimes. I don't exactly know when exactly it's fast and when exactly it's not fast, but it's usually quite good for hitting cars, because a lot of the time, you may hit a car and you'll lose like all your speed, and it's just like a quick way to like get back a little bit of speed, you know? But yeah, like this is disgusting though. He just hit the brakes. Destroy, like a lot of the time I would end up destroying the fucking thing somewhere around here. Like, and then this is the second one. Fuck it, dude. I think higher FPS also does more damage to the cars, but I could be wrong. He tried to destroy it just then, but he didn't have enough speed, I think. And then you preferably destroy it around there because it lets you set yourself up good for this third car. This one was usually the easiest if you did the second one fast. I remember the strat. You would, when you turn around, so you would purposely ram into it, and then ram into it again, and then you would turn to your side, and if you did it properly, then it would kind of like ram into you, and then it would destroy itself. That did not happen here, though, unless they just purposely don't do that anymore. And then, if you did it fast enough, you get these coins. And then here... Actually, no, I think this one was the easiest. Because you do basically the exact same thing. I think that was a... I think that might have been the tiniest bit unoptimal. He got a 645, though. Like, I think like a minute gets added to your timer when you finish sellouts. So, like, when you destroy the cars. So you get, so that was like 645, and again, I was always bad at sellouts. So let me see what sellouts I got. Of course, I was an absolute fucking bozo, but, you know. Alright, so I got like, dude, I got like 559. I guarantee you that was good for my skill level. Oh, never mind, I lost a lot of time on this, but maybe it wasn't good. Yeah, either way. Yeah, that was, I was an absolute bozo, bruv. I got a 2752, so we'll be seeing what the guy, what HomerOfSteel got here. 2752, that is the time to compare to. But yeah, you just drive back, it's quite shrimple. And then you grab these. And now here's cutscene skip. Bro, you can do it here too? That's fucking crazy, I didn't know you could do it here too. Oh, his loads are actually not that fast. My loads are definitely faster, but again, you got in-game time. It does matter, though. Imagine how much those loads add up to in the long term. Like, the faster your loads, the better, because in the long term, you could save accumulatively hours that you could be spending doing more runs or practicing. So, yeah. I still think it's important to, like, play SHAR off of, like, an SSD or whatever if you can. Very small game, like, obviously, compared to, like, modern games, so... Anyway, you have a small window of time here to pause the game before a cutscene plays, and the cutscene loses like a minute or something, so you definitely want to skip the cutscene. I think it's at least 50 seconds, but I'm pretty sure it's like a minute. I don't know what the frame window is. I think it's like a 2-frame or something like that. A lot of the time what you'll see is like players like basically mashing start. But obviously, if you get too carried away with mashing, you might accidentally unpause when you can. Like, you'll know, if it allows you to select a mission, then you know that you got it. A lot of runs have been killed right here. And who knows, maybe a lot of those runs would have been PBs or world records. Never know. So anyway, now we're in level 3. This is already different. This is already different, I think. I'm pretty sure they used to go the other way. I guess this way is a little bit faster? That's surprising. I bet it's, like, barely anything, but still, if it's faster and it's, like, free time save, then there's no reason not to do it. Not too much can be done here. This is just quite optimal. If you ram into here the right way, it'll flip you around, like, roughly 180 degrees. If you've done it optimally. Then this is the same, yeah, just resetting on that part. And then, it was pretty easy to get fucked on the cycle, but this thing was the bane of my existence, but if you're good at the game, it's probably quite a predictable cycle. But yeah, if you're bad like me, then shit was AIDS. Like, just free time loss. We used to... That's strange. I wonder if he's doing a buffer here. I wonder if he's doing a buffer where he's, like, pressing a button to enter here, but then he presses star so it doesn't act. Because if I remember correctly, we did not used to do, like, I don't remember if this is bufferable, but we never used to do this. We always used to drive over. So I assume this is, like, a new thing, being able to buffer that. I don't know. I could just be wrong, but that's strange. Oh, and he's set up another cutscene skip thingy. So this is gonna be taking the same kind of path as earlier. But obviously there's a lot more going on. He almost has hit and run. Getting hit and run is really fucking scary. They're probably good enough at the game to not care that much anymore, but getting hit and run was really scary, because if you miss, like... I mean, if you get hit, if you get hit and run, like, if the police actually catch up to you, you lose, like, 50 coins. And that didn't immediately spell the end of the run, but, like, that was really hard to recover from. Especially the better you were at the game. Granted, the better you were at the game, the less likely you were to get hit and run in the first place and get caught, but you know what I mean. But yeah, HomerOfSteel got hit and run, doesn't even give a fuck. Yep, okay, so... the world records stopped doing it eventually, and I don't remember if they stopped doing it around my time. No, I don't think so, but we used to do something called Clueless Coins. So in this mission, in the Krusty Studio thing, there's, like, a bunch of boxes and vending machines, and you would break them and get a bunch of coins, go back in the car, and then drive through the studio some more, and then you would reset the car. And it was kind of slow, but it was worth it if you weren't, like, good at the game, because you get a shit ton of coins. Otherwise, you just used to drive through it like normal, but then they found that you could do this. I think this was a more modern discovery. It was hard to, like, well, not that hard, but you wanted to, like, turn around here to make this as optimal as possible, but sometimes Millhouse just fucking, like, flings off into the waterfall. And you can lose a bunch of time, especially if he bugs out, and, yeah, that was a cutscene skip thing, by the way. But, especially sometimes you could bug out and just struggle to get back up the waterfall. Alright, this is interesting. I think this was a thing, but I never used to do it. You just flick the camera back to remove traffic. But this is the same. You guide Cletus into this. This is probably considered easy now, but back then... Probably is still easy for high-level runners, but fucking hell, dude, this shit was, like, nightmare fuel. And then you reset your car. You could potentially lose so much time if you fuck this up. Yeah, this is looking pretty basic. What the fuck? I don't know what that was about. Now, grabbing a traffic car here was the standard. I just don't know why the camera's so fucked. Oh, I forgot about that. I think this is past my time as well. Um, with a traffic car, if you park here, it tries to place you, like, in the river, I think. And obviously I can't do that, so it just teleports you over here. And then you buy the school bus. Oh yeah, I was supposed to keep track. Yeah, 22-minute, but yeah, so Homer of Steel is like almost 6 minutes ahead of me. How to bot one. Like, yeah. Anyway, here's I used to practice this mission a lot, so I was actually pretty good at it for my relative to my skill level. That's a pretty common strat right there. Just or you could destroy the sedan here. And then you just do some driving for a bit, and then the second. Yep. Okay, I don't know if that was on purpose. I feel like this wasn't on purpose. What we would do is manipulate the car in a way so it would flip 180 degrees and then it'd be like positioned like directly at the cinema, and then you would just ram into it again. Maybe this is what they actually do now, but it doesn't look faster. But maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it breaks even, I don't fucking know. And then you reset your car here, yep, around the purple house. And then here's... That's new. New relative to 2018. What we actually used to do was get the car stuck down here. And then we would go under the pier, because I think there's like 2 boxes and a wasp. And then while it's slowly killing itself, you get the boxes and and if you miss those, then you lose a lot of coins, which is really bad, but... Now you can just manipulate in a way where it drives into the thing. And then phone booth to skip a cutscene. We already you need a costume for this, but it's already been purchased. That's just, yeah. Snake is inconsistent, or at least he was. I'm interested to see the consistency with this now. Here we had an idea. Okay, I've seen this before, actually. So, there was, like, luck with when Snake would drop the 3rd item, and there was a good chance that he could drive past the bridge and then drop the item. And that could be really bad. Or even in midair and then you miss it in midair. You could lose, like, 10 seconds for that, but what they do now is literally force Snake to stop so that they can guarantee grab the item. That has been a thing for a long time. I think since like 2019 or 2020 or something. So you don't have to rely so much on luck. Also, I'm gonna say something as a bit of a fun fact, Brev. I've never seen this before, other than when it happened to me. I might still have the clip for it, but I'm not sure. I know it's in a group chat somewhere. I don't know if I'm still in the group chat, but... There was one time where I was running the game, and Snake literally drove up where my cursor's going right now. He literally drove up this way. Like, I don't even know how that happened. But anyway, a theory idea that we eventually had was like, oh, if we, like, stop around here, then it'll manip him to drop his thing earlier. I don't know if that was actually true or not, but yeah. Then we just drive back here. And another phone booth thing. Yep. And then they do fishy deals. And yeah, freebie. I don't think we used to reset the car there, but I could be misremembering. I think we used to reset the car there. Because we were bozos. But I would imagine because of how not spread apart the fish are, this will be mostly what you would expect. Just good driving. Again, fishy deals, like, this entire thing is pretty much just movement. Well, I'll see at the end now, but I'm pretty sure it's, like, pretty much entirely movement. Yeah, okay. So, what was that? 130.9? So if I go to fishy deals, 142.5. 142.5. So, HomerOfSteel is like almost 12 seconds faster than me in fucking Fishy D, and the mission's under 2 minutes. Like, and you have to take like a general path. We took like the exact same path and you're still 12 seconds faster than me. Anyway, here's something completely different. I've seen this before. Yep. I don't exactly know how this works, but what we used to do, we used to get Mr. Plow here, and then we would, like, wait here, and then, when the limo got to here, we would ram him into the wall, and that would do a lot of damage, and then we get him stuck around the pier again, and I think that was your second opportunity to get coins, maybe, under the pier, I'm not 100% sure. Also, I just realized something, but I'm not gonna mention it just yet, but I just realized something. I want to see how the rest of this Elisa goes. But yeah, I think what you do here is, like... I think what you're doing is manipulating the limo so that it's placed where Mr. Plow would spawn. And because it, like... I don't know, because it, like... They are inside of each other, it just deals, like, insane damage because the engine's fucked. And then it's one tap, and also you get to set up a cutscene skip. Oh wait, no, you don't need the cutscene skip, actually, I don't think. Actually, I'm not sure. Okay, okay. That's strange. This strat, they used to do this for, Clueless, and now they do it here. And I completely see why they do it here, but then I'm wondering why they used to do it for 3-2 instead of 3-7, because it's very clearly faster here. I don't know, bro. This might be past my time, it's hard to remember, but I've seen a lot of runs die here. I never used to do this, but I'd imagine the higher the FPS, the easier this is. If you bounce up high enough and then reset the car, you respawn up here, which is really good because you get 2 coins. 2 coin boxes. So you get a shit ton of coins, and you get a wasp.
It's as easy as
Fucking hell, bro. We literally had this ad earlier, too. Also, what I said about, like, the freebies, I think when you enter a new level, I think you get freebies automatically, I think. But anyway, now we're in Marge. Well, 3123 Lisa versus voice crack versus 4031 31 23, so a 9-minute difference. So he saved like 3 minutes on me on Lisa. So he's been saving an average of like 3 minutes on me every level. Actually insane. 9-minute Lisa, by the way, genuinely completely unimaginable when I played. That's weird. Didn't we used to reset? I swear we used to reset mission here. I could be misremembering, actually. I don't know. Oh my god, ain't no way they're doing fucking bush. Bro, that's crazy. That's so smart. Why didn't we used to do that? Is it because it's risky? I mean, look at this meter. It looks fucking risky. I don't know, like, is it really that simple? We used to get this during Cola Wars. But this is clearly faster because this is, like, an auto-scroller thing. That's smart as fuck. I don't know why we didn't used to do that. Maybe it's harder than it looks. Maybe there's more that goes into it. Oh, dude, that's fucking... Dude, this is so smart. We used to fucking drive over this way and get the vending machine and just run into it. But here, you get this vending machine, so you break even in terms of coins. But then you get this fucking wasp. We never used to get this wasp before. You just get fucking free coins. That's genuinely so smart. But anyway, here's this. I'm expecting this to be the exact same. Yep. I added this shortly before I quit the game. The reason why I quit, by the way, is because this is a secondary speed game, and yet because my time was over 100 minutes long, it was quite lengthy. And when I was running movie or battle, like those games, even movie, compared to what I was able to do in SHAR, like it was shorter than what I was able to do in movie in SHAR. So even though the world records, I think the SHAR world record was faster than the movie world record by a couple minutes, but yeah, I just felt like I needed to drop it. I wasn't putting all those SHAR hours into battle, but it just, more free time, and I put, like, some of those hours into battle, so it just, and movie, so it made me a better player in that game, while also, just, yeah. I did actually try I was going for, like, 141, I think. I even made pace splits, but, yeah. But, yeah, so that strat is, like, kind of hard. If you don't want to do it, then what we would instead do, you kind of, like, stop the car here, and then you just let it repeatedly ram into you. Sometimes it would just eventually get to the point where it just couldn't get enough distance or speed to ram itself into you for it to actually drop donuts. So you have to, like, drive forward a little bit and readjust yourself. It was really bad if you let that thing drive off, because you could lose so much time. This in itself was kind of a run killer a lot of the time. But this is, like, the ultimate strat. Like, again... It was kind of hard, not too awful, though. But yeah, this is exactly the same. That's weird. Dude, that's fucking intelligent as fuck! Why, bro? When I think back to 2018, I'm just like, I keep thinking, like, how do we think this was fast? How do we think this was fast? Because, like, we used to just drive over the long way. We literally just used to drive over that way. This is so fucking smart. Why didn't we used to do this? I don't understand. Okay, so originally you could grab... We did know about buying the clothes here, but you didn't have to buy here. I think you could either buy here or catch-up logic, and it didn't matter which one you did. Though I'd imagine if he's doing it here, then it must be because he wants to. I mean, because it's optimal, too. But anyway, that was a menu warp. Again, you either menu warp here or menu warp in the other mission, but I guess you menu warp here. I think you menu warp here because you've already gotten your freebie. So you want to make sure you get your freebie here, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, this mission isn't too... It kind of sucks. It get stuck and stuff. Ooh. Grabbing these vending machines. I don't remember if we used to do that. We probably did. But yeah, you're mostly just following a path, but there is one... Oh, okay, okay. That's... Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. I'm not gonna say anything for now, but that... We did not used to do that. Oh, dude, they're going this way! What the fuck? That's... Dude. Okay, I have to imagine... Okay, you know when I said earlier that they only do one form of mini coin grinding in the run? Not anymore, because they skipped the part that had the mini coin grinding. This was the auto-scrolling section I was talking about. There's a box down there, and you just kick it twice and it get back in. So yeah, you're missing out on coins, but then you get a few just by driving through here in the first place, and the crusty glass, so you get, like, half of it back anyway. I reckon what they do is they stop here not just to set up a cutscene skip, but also, and not only because you get, like, half the coins back anyway, but also because I bet that manips the car to not drop anything around here. I feel like, there's no way, I bet you, Cletus used to be able to drop stuff here, but if you hang back enough, he, like, doesn't drop something here. I bet that's I bet that's the case. Or... It was just somehow never figured out that he never dropped shit here, which I highly doubt. I'm pretty sure it's like... I'm pretty sure it's like they hang back and then he doesn't drop anything here. And they get to set up the thing. If that's the case, then I love that. That's like so smart. Yep, used to grab that box. Looking pretty normal. Ooh, I like that, allowing it to cut corners a tiny bit faster. That was really good RNG. sometimes he could drop it like a fucking around here. That was like the earliest drop I've literally like ever seen, I think. I don't know if I've ever seen him drop it this early. Maybe it isn't luck anymore, but I'd imagine it's probably luck. That was fucking fast as fuck. Thing is, though, it's still like 3 seconds off the gold, so I don't know. But yeah, dude, God, this is so fucking fast. Anyway, here's ketchup logic. Bro, ketchup logic is fucking AIDS. Or at least it was. We'll see if it still AIDS. I'm just speeding this up because I realize I've been recording for an hour and 5 minutes. That's like insane, bruv. Again, SHAR just has like, there are a lot of instances where like a lot of individual things, a lot of like paths that they take are pretty recognizable for the most part. Again, it's like movie, but even more so, where it's like things get found that make the time a lot faster, but initially, like, how has it gone so much faster? And then it's just all these little things and better movement that just add up and up and up and up and up. This is really exciting to react to. It's cool that I can apply my knowledge and just see things where I'm like, whoa, that's, like, oh yeah. I think we used to sometimes get a wasp here at the checkerboard thing, at the chessboard. Let's see. Dude. Okay. Let's get a replay on that. He's getting like a boost when he touches the ground. I'm not sure how he's doing that. He's like... It seems like touching the vent or whatever that is. What is that? A pipe? I think touching this gives you like a speed boost. Like he's like holding the brakes, but I think colliding with this probably gives him some sort of speed boost. Or maybe it's the fact that his front two wheels are touching the ground before the back two wheels. That's or maybe it might just be a frame rate thing. But dude, you have no idea how bad this shit was back in the day. We used to reverse like way back down here. I haven't been showing that many examples from this, but I actually do. I used to do it risky. Like, straight up, I used to do it risky. I don't know if I stopped doing it risky, but players were telling me that I was quite risky with my catch-up logic. I used to lose runs. I used to lose quite a few runs here. You know how it be. But yeah, I'm quite curious to see if... Yes, okay, so I think yeah, dude, I was still doing it risky. That's crazy. For 90 FPS, this is really risky. Runners used to back all the... Yeah, see, okay, so I'm gonna get this wasp. And then, I would, like, people would back up, like, all the way in here, but I'd back up to the pipe. And, yeah, not enough speed. I think I'm just fucking stupid. But, you know, God, dude, my movement just looks slow. Like, it just looks like... HomerOfSteel's gameplay literally looks like it's running at, like, 110% compared to this. Like, it literally looks like the game is running in fucking... I know I've been showing it off in ×2 speed, but just in general, like, when he moves around, he literally looks like he's going, like, 10 to 20%... Like, his game is running 10 to 20% faster than me, because I'm just fucking so bad at the game. Anyway... Yeah, this is crazy. And he made this. Dude, look how much faster his fucking car is going. It's crazy. Like, fucking hell. But anyway, this strat looks pretty normal. You literally just, like, yeah. Even if you can't outrun the car, you just take the shortcut. Although, because of high frame rate. This was always a pain in the ass. Sometimes you would, it would void you, but you'd still spawn over here. Sometimes you spawn over here. It was a little finicky, but at these frame rates, I'd imagine it's not very hard. Yeah, so we used to grab phone booth over here. We'd run all the way over here and grab it because this was actually known. We knew about skipping the cutscene here, but it wasn't like this. We would have to do pause, unpause. And this was found like I think like a couple months before I stopped playing. And what it would let you do is you would do this mission and the next mission in Lisa's car. And And Lisa's car and Marge's car are basically the same, except Lisa's, I think, has better acceleration or handling or something. It's basically Marge's car is more prone to, like, high FPS physics bullshit. So, and it's a smaller hitbox as well, Lisa's car, so it was just better to drive Lisa's car, and you would save, like, 4 seconds in the mission or something like that, while also being able to skip this mission, so it'd save, like, 7 seconds or some shit. Surprisingly, though, still using Marge's car. But yeah, but because they set up the thingy in Redneck, they were still able to skip the cutscene. Even without unpausing, so to save even more time. I would imagine this is going to be basically the same. No? No, just a casual bush strat. Why not, bro? Why not? I'd imagine maybe a Marge's car it's not as bad because, again, physics. And that's how you get the last box, I suppose. But yeah. Grandpa? And then, watching this in 2 times speed is kind of funny. But yeah, HomerOfSteel is just getting a lot of, like, little... Like, I was doing this as well back in the day, but, like, HomerOfSteel is doing it even more so. He doesn't give a fuck about getting hit and run. He doesn't give a fuck. Dude, sometimes my coins were so bad that I would literally get coins here. It was, like... But yeah, you would get these coins, but usually you wouldn't get Wasp, I think. And now this could be a pain in the ass. Oh, setting it up again. Why not, bro? Why not? And yeah, you would grab these coins, but it was a bit risky. See, look how far away the fucking thing is. Really risky if you're bad. And if you, the coin box here earlier, we were so bad, or at least I was so bad, if you couldn't grab the box over here in ketchup logic, you would try and grab it in wolves, but that's, like, so fucking risky. You're basically begging for the friend to die at that point. It's also possible for the items to be out for so long, they despawn. They despawn and you fail the mission. But yeah, then that's the box that you would do mini coin grinding on originally. I'm surprised they don't do it. I mean, it makes sense, but I really wasn't expecting that. Now I'm expecting 0 coin grinding, mini coin grinding for the entire rest of the run. Okay, so here's another thing. I think they hang at the back here on purpose. So there is a thing called 2-cycle, and it never happened to me. There was a very small chance. I think there were 2 spots in the run where you could 2-cycle. So this is the first spot. So 2-cycle is when the card doesn't drop its final item, and what the game does is it drives around. It literally goes all the way back around until it gets back here and then drops it. No one's ever been 3-cycled, so we don't know if that's even a thing that could happen, but you need to get really unlucky to get 2-cycled, but if you've done enough runs, it will happen inevitably. I just didn't do enough runs, or you could argue I got lucky. If you hang at the back here, I think it, like, pretty much guarantees no 2-cycle. I believe, but you lose a little bit of time from having to hang back, but obviously it's worth it to just... Because if you get 2-cycle, the run is literally instantly fucking dead, unless you're, like, a relatively new runner and can afford that time loss. I thought they were about to drive to the phone booth just then. I was like, damn. But they already did it earlier. So this is simple, and then there's a wolves cutscene. Shoutouts to that one race I did with Raj, where I literally fucking sprinted to the toilet because I needed a piss. I didn't even, dude, I ran to the toilet downstairs, then the one upstairs, because it's quicker to get to. Might sound gross, I didn't have time to wash my hands. When I made it back, I lost like 1 second. I pissed just fast enough to lose like 1 second. Because of where I am now, because I used to do runs in the living room, and now I'm in the attic, I don't think I'd be able to, like, even if I rush and didn't wash my hands, I think I'd lose, like, 5, maybe even, like, 7 seconds. Although, because I have a 143, that wouldn't be that bad. Anyway, here's an unskippable cutscene. Kicking a car for good luck, I suppose. I don't think we ever used to... Did we ever used to... I don't know if we ever used to do that. I also don't remember going to the back, into Bart's room from this side. I swear we used to run the other way. I don't know. Well, there's just a lot of little things where I'm just like, I can't quite remember. We used to restart there, that's normal. But, we used to get coins here. But I can see why that would be slow. And yeah, you just do, like, that, panning thing again. That saves hardly anything, but still. You do a lot of this on foot. This is probably the most, like, non-car movement-heavy mission in the run, I would imagine. This path looks basically the same. Dude, we used to suck back then. Used to fall off of here, like, all the fucking time. It sucked. But yeah, this is looking the same. Just better movement, I would imagine, and not having to grab the thing. You know what I said about, like, coins, by the way? Like, again, the better you guard the game, like, but you couldn't quite grasp the coin right. You just have to grab more fucking slow-ass coins. Like, let me show you what I mean. So, well, like, watch this now, right? I used to have, like, I didn't have to use to grab these. These are so slow. But I just had to grab them. And I think for a time I did skip, School Roof in level 1, but then I had to do it again. So yeah, look how slow this is, especially if you don't do it properly. Like... But anyway, I just wanted to see, like, I know I had to grab extra stuff, but yeah, fucking 205 gold. I think that's without neighbors' coins as well. I'm pretty sure 205 is without neighbors' coins. So, like, that's just fucking absurd. But, yeah. Now, we just talk to Apu. Restart the mission, I assume, yep. And now, this shit, so I, like, didn't practice this properly. Or at least, I never used to, like, grind out this first one. This first one, I never used to properly practice, but if it's the still... Yep, this is still the standard. I would hardly ever get this. I would usually destroy him around fucking here somewhere. Sucked. The die sucked, quite frankly. Oh, that's what... Okay. I swear I used to grab that in Wolves, but that makes a lot more sense to grab it now. It loses, like, almost nothing, and is a lot safer. So... Yeah, grab that. You would sometimes overshoot, but, you know. I think you would try and get him stuck down there, but I'm not sure, but now we're gonna see, yep. I used to, I think what we used to do is, yeah, get him stuck over here. I don't... You can reset there? Is that not risky at all? It must not be. He must just always kill himself there. That's interesting. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that freebie. I don't think we used to get that one. And then this one was always the easiest part of the mission. Because a lot of the time, it was quite easy to get him stuck on that tree. Not always, but it was definitely the easiest part, for sure. So, this mission has not really changed. It's, like, barely changed, if at all. So that's kind of interesting. Well, we'll see now. Yep, still grab it. Yeah, so this is, like, exactly the same. Oh, but I'm waiting to see the ending. I want to see if the ending's the same. Okay, this is like the exact same. So I can actually compare my split. So, 231. 334! What do you mean? What do you mean 334? Did I gold this in this run? Please tell me I golded this. I didn't even gold it! Oh my god, he's like a minute faster than me in one mission. How is that even fucking feasible? Holy shit, dude. Especially when... like, half of the mission I do exactly the same. That is fucking nuts. Okay, I am 55 seconds behind best split times. So on my best ever run, I'd have like a 58:40 exit. 58:40, and he had 45. Jeez, dude. He was saving like 3 minutes on me like every time now, but now Marge is when he's like... God, Jesus Christ. Like... There's like a 13-minute difference between us. So now he saved 4 minutes in Marge compared to me. when all the other levels were 3 minutes. Holy fuck, dude. How many coins does he have? Because he got a lot of coins that were quite hard for me to... I don't think we did. I don't think we used to grab that, bro. Okay, 756, but not counting that wasp. 756. Yeah, we used to grab this, yeah. Jesus Christ, though. I still have over 100 more coins. How the fuck is this? How did he, like, bro, I grabbed extra. And I have more than it, but, like, how did he make this work? But yeah, this path he's taking is definitely faster than what I was doing. I'm actually quite interested in something, because I think there was, like, a... Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. It's faster to not escape Wiggum by going through the door here. I think if you, like, drive into neighbors or something, there's, like, a small chance you can escape and it's faster, but nobody ever risks that. Virgin? Are you trying to tell me something? Trying to call me a virgin, bro? I'm a virgin in the SHAR world, my time is so bad. I wonder what a 143, like, in 2018, like, what a 143 equivalent back then would be now. Because the Recce, they know a lot more about the game, they know, like, what's fast and slow generally. And how to make things more consistent. But there's also just more strats, so the run's just harder, and, like, more little things to take into account, and movement matters even more now, and, like... Yeah, so I'm wondering if, like... If the Recce's, like, 10 minutes faster now, you could just say, oh, well, a 143 back then is like a 133 now, but it's probably not exactly like that, but yeah. Maybe like a, yeah, like low to mid 130s is like an old 143 equivalent. I don't know, it's probably something like that. I still kind of low-key want a 129, I think that'd be kind of, well, I wanted a 139 back in the day, but that time probably doesn't mean that much anymore. Even this is looking a bit different, I think. Hold on. I think we used to grab, like, town coins. And you would try and grab... I don't think we used to reset the car, though. Okay, so what's something that, like, basically every runner has done, if you've even done, like, a good handful of runs in the game, you've accidentally pulled the wrong costume. So SHAR has, like, a lot of, like, weird delay, I guess, where it's, like... I don't know how, like... There's just delay, like, you press, like, right, but then you press enter, and then it registers, like, your enter, or whatever, your star A, whatever. It accepts your input, that input before, like, switching costumes, and the menu is quite laggy, input delay as well. But yeah. Like, nearly every runner has bought the wrong costume or car or whatever at least once, and I never did, luckily. I was always fucking extra careful. Now, this is the second mission that you can get a 2-cycle in, and this one's even fucking worse if you could believe it. So in a race, like, you're probably losing the race if that happens to you, but I assume they probably have a manip. This is most likely gonna look pretty much the same. But again, it's like, these guys are saving time even on these, like, auto-scrollers. And it's like, how? Okay, well, alright, that's one way to save time, but, yeah. I think you would hang around the back here intentionally because the cola truck liked getting stuck on the fire engines just then. I'm pretty sure that was a thing. And then you grab these. Although, if you were scared about him getting too far away, you would sometimes grab them on the way to 5-1 instead of in 5-1, but that's, like, kind of a rare thing. Yeah, we used to grab those. I sometimes didn't even used to grab those coins because I was just so scared. Alright, yeah, that looked mostly standard. 41 seconds here? What the fuck, dude? I swear my goal's like 50-something. Oh my god. Okay, anyway. Yeah, that looked mostly normal. But yeah, I think one route we used to do, or like if you... I think there was an old route where on the way to 5-1 you would buy car bill for Homer, and that still hasn't happened yet. Either it's just not viable with the coins these days, or it just turned out to not be fast, or maybe even both. But yeah. That was like a theory thing. It was like hard to afford the coins though. How the fuck did he escape him so fast? What the fuck? How did he do that? I wonder if flicking the thing can spawn traffic around the limo to get us stuck. Is that the strat? Or is he just fucking good at the game and I was bad? Dude. Like... Well, we usually had to, like... I don't know. Anyway. I think this is also... Yeah, no, that is new. That is new. Okay. For this car... I think you would, like, reset the car around here or something. Or, like, you would... Actually, I don't remember if you reset the car, but you'd, like, drive around here and then get him stuck, and then... It was a whole... And then you would drive back here to get car bill for Homer, and then you would drive over here. Like, it was kind of fucked. But I guess here... That is genius, because then... Yeah, you don't need the town hall... You don't need the town hall coins before 5-1 when you could just grab them here. I bet that, like, yeah. That probably doesn't save a ton, but I bet it saves, like, something, or else I wouldn't be doing it. Alright, 124 coins to spare. How many coins was I sparing? Dude, I did... Wait, hold on. Oh, no, I'm just stupid, okay. Dude, my goal was a 52. Yeah, see, look at this. This is what we used to do. Jesus Christ. And I get these coins. God, fucking hell, bro. Okay, I thought we used to get a car bill for Homer. Never mind, I lied then, I guess. And then you get these, and then you do car bill for Homer. Yeah. Alright, so how many coins do I have after? I still have a lot. 256? How was I ever struggling to... Bro. And he has, 124? Yeah. How? Oh, dude, you can force a cutscene skip? And that doesn't lose as much as it looks, because again, the load is not factored in. Bro, that's fucking smart as fuck. And then you do this. We used to start baby... I think maybe we even used to reset the mission, if I could talk. I guess they do it here for... Yeah, so that they can manipulate... Fuck, that's so fast! What the fuck? Dude, is Baby Van consistent now? Look at it. His PB got a 51, his goal's a 49. That screams consistency. And I would say it could be a coincidence, but... He just got a 51 again. What the fuck? Dude, is Baby Van finally consistent? Bro. I got it at a 123, but yeah, so... There was a manip, like, here, but it was, like, it would, like, never fucking work. And also, Baby Van had, he had, like, a lot of patterns that he could do, a lot of AI patterns that he could have, and one of them is wonky driving, and it's really, like, basically, certain patterns, like, sometimes you drive really smart, sometimes you drive like a complete fucking bozo. There was so much inconsistency, this was, like, the bane of everybody's existence. And unless you got the manip, which is, like, really hard, especially because it probably depended on his AI. Baby Van might be consistent now. I mean, I wonder, it's probably still hard, but still. I wouldn't be surprised if the manip is hard, but like, still, that's crazy. Like, to think that Baby Van is probably consistent now is, like, that's incredible. Yeah, so now you grab the coins, and he's doing the pause thing again, so I do think it must have some consistency to it. But yeah, this is just gonna be good driving. And then, yep. Actually, no, we didn't used to grab that now. I don't think. And setting up the thing again. I don't think we used to... I think we should drive into it a little later. I think we should, like, hang around here and then drive into it on the... I don't know. I feel like this is different. I don't know. But either way, he tried to get the wasp there, but couldn't. Its freebies are out. Oh, dude. That is... Okay, that was not a thing. Okay. Wiggum goes this way. Side note, when I was, like, new to the game, I sometimes would forget which one to go through, so I'd go through this one and I'd lose the mission. And I would lose loads of time. But, yeah, it's crazy. That you can manip him to go this way. I wonder how much faster it is. It looks like you have to manip him 2 separate times as well, because it looked like he tried to, like, reverse, and then his AI was forced to drive this way. I wonder how much time that saves. Very smart. I thought we used to drive into the box here. I mean, I'm not sure. Alright, here's Never Trust a Snake. This mission is actually fucking evil as fuck. This shit was so AIDS. Alright, so immediately... This was a thing, but I never used to do it. Normally, the truck drives around this way, and then it turns around. You can force it to go this way, and it does save a good amount of time, like probably like 8 seconds or something like that, 7 seconds. And it seems like he's nudging it to make it go a bit faster. That's risky, though, because you might miss the item. But I guess it's fine, because you can catch back up. But yeah. Alright, let's see this path. I want to see if it's the same. He didn't destroy the wasp. I'm quite surprised by that. We used to get loads of coins here. You don't even get that... Bro, how do you not get that box? I have more coins than you. I have like 130 more coins than you right now, and even I used to grab the fucking box. What the fuck? How do you... Oh. Oh, wait, no. Why did he pan the camera just then? I don't know why he panned the camera. I think the reason why he just... Okay. I think what he's doing... The wasp could, like, fly around and really fuck with you and be a pain in the ass. So I think what he's doing is... Before the wasp can run away, he destroys its shields. And then maybe he's panning the camera up and maybe it resets the wasp's state. So that it's around, like, spawn origin again. And then it takes... Because it takes a while for it to fly away. So that might be why. That's the only reason I can think of. If that is the reason, then that's incredibly smart. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is already different. I'm pretty sure we used to grab these a bit later. It's really hard to remember. I think this order's completely different, but I might look at my gameplay to see. Dude, we used to grab that wasp. He's not grabbing that wasp. How do you have enough coins? I can't comprehend how you have enough coins. Because even like, oh, the pier. Well, I used to... Like, not the pier, the boat coins in Lisa. Well, I used to do Clueless, and that gives you even more coins. And, the coins under the pier, you don't grab anymore. And I used to get Neighbors in Marge, and I used to get Scott. Like, yeah, he's getting some extra coins, but, like, I have more coins that, like, how is this enough? I don't understand. This is the thing, right? I'm at such a low skill level, even back then, that I just couldn't comprehend how you could only get this amount of coins. These runners were they were so good, they would just magically have enough. I don't comprehend it. And I still don't comprehend it. I comprehended even less than I did back then. That's weird. I swear they used to grab... Does main menu warp make it so the vending machines respawn? It might. Because I was about to say, why wouldn't you just grab that in when Wiggum was driving around the place? Maybe they did, and they're supposed to be paying attention? Or, because surely that would lose time to grab it now. Because it's not part of an auto-scroller, because otherwise you could have cut the corner a bit better. I don't know. And yeah, resetting, that's always been a thing. And then, I don't think we should drive this way... I don't think we used to drive this way. We absolutely did not drive that way. Holy shit. That is cool as fuck. That's fucking sick. And they're doing another one of these canceled, dude. Fuck. Alright, let me go over my route. We don't really need to see, like, the truck section of the garbage truck, but... Yeah, you know, destroy this... Oh, wait, what? Huh? Huh? Was I like, I don't need the coins like a boss? Why didn't I use it, bro? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, see, like, now this wasp is pain in the ass. I must have just said fuck it because it was flying away. Yeah, so yeah, we should get these now. I thought we got these later, but I guess we got these now. And we should get this wasp. Yep, you should get this wasp. And then do this. Do the, yep. And then we used to drive this way. Alright, so to put this into perspective, right? I think this goal did 408. It was like a high 408. And HomerOfSteel got a fucking like 310. Oh no, like a 312. Yeah, I definitely don't want to die right now after seeing that. Fucking hell, dude. How? That's so weird that they grab that now. We used to grab it when following Wiggum. I don't understand how it'd be faster to grab it now. I don't understand that. Here's something that I know they do, and this is past my time. Okay, so what we used to do is drive up this way, and then when Wiggum drives up this way to chase you, you drive back down, and then you would almost always escape him. My PB, right, so the big thing when I played was Armor Truck. Armor Truck doesn't have a timer on it, but it's... If you fuck up a manip, you could lose as much as, like, 50 to 60 seconds, right? You could lose... Like, that would kill runs. My run lost 50 seconds, not because of Armor Truck, but because I failed to escape Wiggum by here. And now they just straight up have a strat. I don't know if it's hard, but they just have a strat now where they just hug the left side. And then I think they usually escape Wiggum. So, theoretically, assuming this is more consistent than what I was already doing, you don't just save, like, 8 seconds or some shit for doing that. You also save the amount of time I fucking lost in the first place. So, I gotta save like, a minute here. Isn't that crazy? Alright, here's Armor Truck. This was the stuff of nightmares, right? Again, you had, like, Donut Truck and, like, Sedan Manip in level 3 and stuff like that, but, like, this was the strat. This was, like, the ultimate strat in the game. Let's watch it. Mwah, beautiful. Alright, so now he's stuck, and he's just gonna keep driving back. Sometimes he can get himself unstuck, or he can get himself stuck in a way where he's taking, like, no damage. But if it all pans out right, then... he just keeps doing this. This is very strange. Okay, I was about to say. I was surprised he wasn't driving away, but it was probably just to slightly readjust him so he does a little more damage to himself. The car despawns if you drive too far forward. Oh, he got stuck. He got a bit of Barrett RNG. But yeah, if you hang around here, if you drive, like, down here, the car will despawn, so you want to hang around here. But that was, like, as far as I'm concerned, if I got that, I'd be like, yeah, it's, like, perfect, essentially. And I know they have an even faster escape here, Wiggum escape. Yeah, already. It's different. That's so fucking fast, dude. We used to not reset the car, drive around, and then go through the car wash, and then just drive through here and just hope that we... And then if Wiggum is still on our asses, then we turn around again and then drive down this way. It was just a fucking pain in the ass. Like, this is even better. Look how many strats I could implement if I went back to the game. It's crazy. Alright, Curator is fucking evil. But I see his gold is significantly faster than mine, so I'm sure he's got it in the bag. Okay, yeah, so grabbing that. Gazebo, yep. Gazebo. I'm glad to see it's still a pain in the ass. It got stuck there. Pain in the ass back then, pain in the ass now. We used to reset the car, though, so I'm surprised he's not resetting the car. I think he tried to get us stuck over there. Yeah, he definitely tried to get us stuck over there. But here's the old strat. This is the old strat. We used to get him stuck here or here, and we just fucking near insta-kill him. We two-tap him. However, I was really bad, so a lot of the time you would get into the underground section. Or even further sometimes. Like, this stuff was also the stuff in Nightmares. You weren't completely safe after Armored Truck. Shit sucked. But there's, like, an instant destroy thing over here. I'm curious to see if he's gonna do something. Yep. Okay, so that's another cutscene skip, and this is the longest one in the game. I think it's like 2 minutes. So if you miss this one, probably GG. Even if you're only an intermediate level player, could very well be GG. Here's the thing, though, right? So this strat has existed since the dawn of time, practically, but I never did it, right? So this is a different type of cutscene skip where you can't normally pause buffer it. So you just mash. Mash, mash, mash until you're within that window, and then the menu pops up. People don't like doing that because A, it's really easy to like slip out of that mash, that mashing rhythm, and B, you may accidentally unpause. This lets you just do pause on pause, which in itself is slower, but HomerOfSteel got a 1 pause. So it was basically the same speed, except to set it up in the first place, you have to pause and then unpause in the first place, which means that he did lose time compared to if you just raw dog it. But I actually used to, and I do prefer it like that. I was quite bad for accidentally unpausing anyway. So I actually just preferred mashing escape. I didn't have a problem with mashing escape. I get why people didn't like doing that, but I don't know. I just personally didn't really find it easier or harder either way, and mashing it saves time, so I don't know. It doesn't even just, like, theoretically save time. Like, as long as you get it, it does objectively save time, so it's like... So yeah, that's probably the literal one time in this entire run where I'm gonna save time over HomerOfSteel. Yippee! Yay! I saved like 1 second of a HomerOfSteel. Yes! Let's go. But yeah, he lost like loads of time from that curator. So, dude, his Apu exit is faster than my fucking Marge exit. I had a 59 Marge exit, he has a 58. He's an entire level ahead of me! Alright, 58, 56. My run got worse, like, in Apu. Like, the run was... So now he's gonna just be saving even more time than me. Other than Curator, he made, like, no... And back then, the strat didn't exist, so I couldn't even go for it. Like... Let's see what my... Yeah, 103 Curator. Fucking Jesus. I'm also curious to see what my coin count is, but primarily... Yeah, see, look, I used to just mash. 589 coins and 11708. That's so bad. Okay. So 59.34 for Marge, 45.48. So 14-minute difference. So it was 3 minutes every time, and then he saved like 5 minutes on me, and Marge is 3 minutes. And then out of Apu, basically a 57 versus basically a 117, 20 minutes. So it was 3 minutes, then he saved 5 minutes on me and Marge, and now in Apu he saved 6 minutes on me. To be fair, a minute of that was some bullshit fucking armor truck mission bullshit, but still. Anyway, so I had like how many coins did I have? It was like 570 something, I think. It was like 570 something. And he has... How the fuck? How does he have more coins than me? This is what I mean, right? Like, these runners skip coins, and then they have more coins than you. It boggles the mind. It fucking boggles the mind. How do you have more coins than me? I grabbed, like, all the same shit. Like, and even... I mean, okay, he grabbed a couple more things than me in Apu, but I grabbed more things than him throughout the rest of the run, so it doesn't make any fucking sense. I should have more coins. How does he have more coins than me? If I did a side-by-side, I'd be able to tell. I had more coins than him going into Apu. I had like 130 coins more than him, and now he has like 50 more coins than me. He got like a 180 coin advantage over me. Literally, I could I could maybe even comprehend that he'd break even with my amount of coins. How the fuck? How the fuck does he have, like, 50 more coins than me? Boggles the fucking mind. We may never know unless I do a side-by-side, which I'm not doing. How the fuck does he have more coins than me now? How? This is what I mean. How is it even possible? Fucking SHAR runners, bro. They just do some voodoo magic and they have more fucking coins than you. It just, like, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, getting hit and run here is, like, incredibly fucking common. Incredibly fucking common. As a matter of fact, HomerOfSteel is about to get fucking... Oh, yeah. I think we used to grab that box over there and then reset. So I get even more coins than him! Because I used to grab the box. Bro. Fucking hell, dude. How? Literally how? Okay, anyway, this looks basically the same. Bro, I swear he intentionally got hit. What the fuck? Wait, did he actually lose 50 coins? I don't think he lost the 50 coins. I think he was about to lose the 50. That was weird.
With Bupa Health Insurance, when you
was that intentional? I'm so confused. I don't think there'd be any time saved to that. Maybe he was doing a swag strat, but that's like, that looks risky as fuck. I don't think that was intentional. Nah, he lost time from that, just movement-wise. Alright, so he was able to barely afford the Globex. 38 coins. So how many coins did I have? Well, I had enough. Because I grabbed the box, I think. Did I grab that? Yeah, I'm pretty positive I grabbed the box. Yeah, I grabbed the box. So he has like 38 coins. Wait a minute, what? How does it, what? Oh, did I misread? Aw, bro, people are gonna watch this and think I'm fucking stupid. Well, I was being stupid, I miscounted the amount of coins. Okay, so we're like roughly even. Sorry about that, bro. Sorry about that, bros. I mean, even then, I still feel like I should low-key have more coins than him by, like, 30, but still, okay. That's my fault. I was being fucking stupid. Sorry. Sorry for being stupid, bruv. I bet people, if they were paying attention to the coins, were like, bro, what's this guy on about? He's gonna realize that he was wrong in a minute. Oh, yeah, that usually happens, usually. Oh, dude. What the fuck is he doing? What? What the fuck is this? Bro! What the fuck? What the actual fuck? I've never seen this in my life. How? What the fuck? Bro. Whoa. I mean, this is how they get all the fucking coins back. We need a lot of coins with Zombie Car. This is how they do it, apparently. This is like the thing that they do for like some level 7 out of bounds stuff, but probably to a lesser extent. You can make the you can make the car like slant upwards, and then this basically is like a mini wall, so you just, dude, that's fucking, what the fuck? Did we even used to grab these coins? I don't think we did. Or if we did, then maybe we grabbed them and then did reset mission. Maybe that's it, but still. Even if I used to grab these coins, this is a much faster way of doing it. The way that we used to do it, I didn't even used to do this because it was risky, but you would drive down the other way and there was like a box you could get for free, but I was bad, so it was risky. I was like kind of 50-50, so I wouldn't get it. I'm actually really curious to see if I used to... No, just okay, I might have gotten it after lab coat. I'm pretty sure I used to get the coins after lab coat, but I could be misremembering. But I think I used to grab them after lab coat. Still, that's fucking, dude, that's crazy. And then then you take this path. So they're skipping a box, but still, like, that's fuck, dude. Yeah, and then you could just give that a love to who as a kid knew that you could even do, like, is it just me, or did every single person as a kid used to get out the car and walk up to it, and then he would have an advantage of you? Also, this mission was like weirdly hard. I used to like fail it not more often than not, but I used to fail it like 25% of the time, which might not sound that bad, but that just means like 25% of my, maybe not, like 20. So like a fifth of my runs would just fucking die those aids. Like, if you just got stuck, got hit and run, just etc., like, he could just so easily get the advantage on you. Anyway, I'm quite curious to see how this goes. Yeah, he's getting so many more, like, random, like, one-off coins than me, just, like, random shit like that. Yeah, we used to grab this, yep, it was looking basically the same so far. We used to hang around here, you could hang around the car wash. Oh, no, I'm thinking of the wrong part, never mind. That's different. We used to grab that later, I think. Okay. Oh, and that's smart. Oh no, I think... Actually, did he do that warp thingy again? I don't think he did. Yeah, he hasn't done the warp thingy. I thought he already grabbed this vending machine. Okay, well, I think we used to intentionally grab it in going to the loo. I guess it would be faster to grab it here because auto-scroller. And then, yeah, I'd imagine... It's weird, though, because, look, his gold is a 208, but his PB's a 217. Again, SHAR has, like, so much inconsistency. It isn't just, like... You know, if you're down some coins, you need to get extra coins. If you get hit and run, you need to get extra coins. If a car gets in your way, obviously it's skill, like how fast you can get around the car, or think fast, but still, you lose time. If, you know, you just don't get some magic wasps, then you get fucked. Yeah, all these cars that you follow, they could just go faster or slower for what seems to be no reason. SHAR is a pretty inconsistent speed game. There's a ton of skill. I cannot... Most of it is movement, you know, and a lot of skill. But there is also a lot of, like, bullshittery, which is why I don't really care for, like, singular split missions, mission splits. Because, like... It just, like, it'll never fully fix the problem, but I think, like... Also, another thing as well is literally just, like... Maybe you meant to grab coins early, but you couldn't, so you have to grab them later, so you lose more time. Or, like... I don't know, like... like, you need to drive from one mission to the next, and... I don't know, you get stuck on traffic. Like, so you may be able to end one of the missions sooner, or at the same time as always, but in the next mission you lose time, because it took longer to drive to the mission, when it normally doesn't take as long. Again, a lot of little inconsistencies. If I ever go back to this game, I'm probably going to have like 2 or 3 splits per level instead of 7, because I don't like to have an inconsistent sum of best. And that won't fully fix it, but I think that would do wonders. Like, imagine like in SHAR, like 1 split for flowers, you know, so that's like 5 missions in or 4 missions in, and then another split for the rest of the missions. I would probably do that, because then my best possible time is a lot more accurate, and my sum of best feels more legitimate. I don't think, like, anybody does that, but I feel like I would probably do that. Because otherwise, as it currently stands, like, best possible time is basically useless until, like, level 7, and even then, like, probably, like, halfway through level 7 is when it gets, like, actually useful. Oh. We used to grab this in, in 6-7. We used to grab, the vending machine over here, I think, and reset the car. I'm pretty sure. This seems like a pretty... Yeah, 209. I don't know what the fuck he did to get a 282. Again, it's just inconsistencies and shit. Dude, this mission is hard as a kid. It's, like, actually hard to drive to the Duff Brewery in time. Shit's actually hard when you're a bozo child, playing on your fucking little PS2, on a TV with, like, 500 years of input delay, or a nice little fat CRT. It's bad for your eyes. This strat's been a thing, I think, but I didn't used to do it. There was, like, a part later in, though, because it was much safer. Oh yeah, even this Professor Frink mission, we just follow him. He had a 209. Yeah, his gold was like a 207 or some shit. My gold's a 217. It's like, again, it's like, where the fuck does that come from? Although I did grab, like, the vending machine, the final vending machine slower, but yeah. Do I have wonky driving? Or am I just bad? I don't know. I used to not go first person that much, actually. I feel like, compared to other runners, my average first person, I used to not do it as much. But here's the strat. You want him facing directly into it instead of sideways, but if I remember correctly, but this also works, and then you just drive back. But yeah, this is like the fast way of doing it. And then you get a freebie there, I guess. I don't remember. And then, okay, yeah, so clearly not fully consistent. Full Metal Jackass, doing the car strat. He's using the glowbacks. What's up with that? I'm wondering something. I thought you could just destroy him immediately at the thing. I feel like I remember that being a strat. Now I'm really confused. Because I just remembered you could destroy Skinner here, and the explosion would destroy some of the boxes and vending machines in here, and you get free coin. You don't get all of them, you get a lot of them. That's strange. I thought you could destroy it here. Or did they realize that's not really worth it because you can just destroy him? You need to drive the Krusty Loot studio anyway. I don't know. That's so strange. I feel like I remember that. Anyway, I used to fuck this up a lot, so I'd have to go around those days. I think there was like a soft lock that could occur. I think if you like destroyed Skinner's car like in midair or something, it would like not spawn the drop with some. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I'm fucking confused as fuck. I don't remember shit. Alright, set to kill. Casually, it's probably the worst mission in the game. In a run. Still kind of aids because you could easily get hit and run. This was like such a bad hit and run mission. Like, it was so easy to get hit and run. But here's the thing, this skipping that stand, I don't think we used to skip that stand back in the day, or at least I didn't used to. Which means runners around my skill level probably weren't either. I feel like I remember that being like the most AIDS fucking thing ever. Like, if that was a thing, I just can't imagine. This used to be the last one that I would grab. And even then, I would have like 10 seconds left. Well, maybe not 10, but like 20 seconds left. He's doing the thing. Okay. I didn't realize you could do it here too. So that's like the exact same thing. So that's how he's getting his coins for Zombie Car. That was so fast, dude. Additionally, I'm pretty sure we used to get coins under the pier and set to kill. I think. I think it was either set to kill or Kang and Kodo strike back. I wouldn't be surprised if we just don't even bother anymore. Alright, so here's an old thing. We used to drive the other way, but I don't think world record was. The reason why is because driving that way backwards is slower, but it fucks up the AI, and it's really hard to lose the race. There's like no coins to get on the way, but it was a very surefire, not literally surefire, but it was a very safe way of beating the mission. And the vending machine was in the way, like when you would, like, it was pretty close to you, so you just get it for free, basically. But forwards is faster, so I think I eventually started doing it forwards as well. But yeah. And then I think we used to get, again, the pier coins either below or in set to kill or here. And they drive back a bit to hit a checkpoint trigger, and then cutscene. This is the exact same as the Bot 1-1. The only difference really is that this one is the fastest one to miss. I think the cutscene is only like 40 seconds or something, or 45 seconds. It's definitely the shortest, I know that for a fact. But obviously at the top level, your run's gonna be fucking dead if you miss this, brev. So it's the easiest one to chug because of how late in it is in the run. All right, 108, and how many coins? 472. Oh, 473 because he picked that one up. All right, 473, 108.36. 108.36. And my coin count was 430. Yeah, so he has more coins than me because of the boat. But that, yeah, so 130.20. So originally he was 20 minutes ahead of me and saved 6 seconds on me in Apu. So now we'll see how far ahead he is of me now. So 130.20, 108.36. So we can basically just round the seconds. So it's pretty much just the minutes. 22 minutes. So that's interesting, actually. Oh wait, he saved 19 minutes on me out of Apu, not 20. So he only saved, I say only, but he only saved 3 minutes on me in Batu. So he saved a lot more time than on me in Majin Apu than all the other ones are about 3 minutes. That's interesting. I guess your Batus can't change too much, to be fair. The actual paths that he was taking, you know, the Professor Fring mission, there isn't much you could do there. A lot of it's, like, more linear, I guess. So I guess it makes sense. But now, Homa 2 is the one that's actually straight up changed the most. I can't be asked to do the math now, but I bet this is gonna be the biggest time difference. This is gonna look nothing like what I used to do. I don't even remember if any out-of-bounds strats used to exist back when I played. I don't think so. Or if there was, it was probably just, like, one strat. Alright, let's start this. You can see some crazy shit, I think, from the second mission onwards. Though for now, it's gonna be pretty shrimple, I believe. Watching SHAR makes me want to get back into it, but I should be spending my time editing. This is looking basically the exact same. Level 7 is definitely the best. Fucking voice cracks, bro. Like, the atmosphere is definitely the best. The vibes, as it were. We used to get neighbors' coins a lot here. Not Flanders coins, but, like, the one to the right of the Simpsons house. I guarantee you I grabbed neighbors' coins. But here, because he grabbed the boat coins and everything else, he has enough by twice. So now you don't need coins for the rest of the run. You can just ignore it. I guarantee you I got neighbors' coins. Like, there is no way I... What the... What? Hold on. Wait, did I get the ones that, I think I might know what happened. Yeah, yeah. Okay, never mind. I used to sometimes grab neighbors, but I guess I didn't here. I feel like it would have been faster to drop neighbors in Marge, but then I wouldn't have had enough for Globex. Well, I would have, like, barely not had enough. I don't know. I feel like I could have gone away with, like, not getting neighbors coins in Marge, running into a few more trees and stuff, and then I barely have enough, and then I could have done neighbors, and it would have been faster than grabbing just whatever other slow ones I grab, like fucking, yeah, like Margin Neighbors or Homo 1, like School Roof. Yeah, I have literally exactly what I need. Oh yeah, fun fact about my Homo 2, by the way, in this PB, one of the reasons why I quit the game, okay, Homo 2 was Choke Central. I golded 6 missions out of 7, and one of the missions, I got bullshitted on AI, and if that didn't happen, I'm pretty sure I would have either matched the gold or, like, about matched the gold or straight up golded. But I golded 6 of the 7 missions. Like, bruh. But yeah, alright, I guess it's not fast to skip that cutscene. Now we're gonna see some crazy shit from here on out. But in, like, a minute. There's a lot of following cars and stuff in this, but there's yeah, Homo 2 was it was still Choke Central, but now it's just like it's so hard now. This is like a lot of the shot times. Alright, watch this now. You're not ready for this? Fucking hell, dude. Unbelievable. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, and because of the way that they reloaded the area, it's still bugged, so they're gonna do more of it. Fucking insane, right? So they're able to do this because I think it was possible before in like 60 FPS. I think you could do something at the bridge, but yeah, these high as fuck frame rates, you could do this. I think it's still hard though. Collision is still intact, so they're navigating out of bounds with little visual cues, and they're making sure that the car doesn't despawn. Like, look, I don't know where anything is, but they have their own visual cues, but I don't know what the fuck they are, dude. So this is my, like, this is my third reason for not coming back to the game. I don't want to fucking learn this, and you could say, well, we don't have to, and yes, I don't have to. Even though these out of bounds save, like, a few minutes, I know I don't have to. And at the end of the day, I could just not, and I could get, like, a 125 or something and be happy with it. The way that my brain would, like, I don't want to think, like, oh my god, I'd rather die than add insert trick here if I get to this level. There are tricks where it's like, oh, that looks bad, but, like, this, where it's, like, feel-based in the sense of there's not many visual cues, and it's just fucking, like, and there's a lot of out-of-bounds here, and it's the final level, and it's far in, like, it's really far in the run, and they're all hard, and, like, this is, like, discouraging. I don't, like, this is amazing to watch. I don't ever want to learn this shit, right? If these out-of-bounds didn't exist, I honestly wonder if I would have already come back to the game, because I might have. And yeah, again, you could just say, oh, well, just don't do them. Again, if I'm getting back into the game, I would want to become a very good player, which means I would have to do these eventually, and I don't want to fucking do them, so, yeah. Anyway. Like, all these out-of-bounds combined, I think they save probably about as much as, like, Rub-a-Dub Skip. Like, Rub-a-Dub Skip saves so much. And I bet the shit's harder than the Rub-a-Dub Skip, but that's not the point. The point being, like, beginners really struggle with Rub-a-Dub Skip, and it's like, I can imagine there are people who, like, don't want to get into the game because of Rub-a-Dub Skip, and it's kind of like, even if you don't immediately have to, like, implement it, it's like, we're gonna have to eventually, and it's like, well, I don't want to do that, you know? Rub-a-Dub Skip does improve the run, and I'm sure these out-of-bounds improve the run, but I'm just, you know, and this is to an even greater extent, because of how fucking cool it is, and how much it transforms this level, and how hard it is, but yeah. How many out-of-bounds there are in the first place? Did he spawn the car by... What? I can't tell if that ground pound was to spawn the car, because why would it spawn the car? But that's just free time loss if he did that on purpose. Anyway, out-of-bounds time. I don't even... Where the fuck is he going? But yeah, again, there's just, like, visual cues and stuff. There's, like, a witch in the background, I think that's... And then as soon as that pops in, yeah, you just... Yeah. I don't know what the fuck is going on, dude, I'm gonna be real. But, yeah. 26 seconds, by the way. His goal is 26 seconds! You just have to drive from here to the fucking, to the school. Like, you can imagine the path if you know the game. Or if you've been paying attention. This shit saves like 50 fucking seconds or some shit. Like, what the fuck? I can't comprehend it. You still need coins? You pay a fee to repair it. Yeah, you pay 10 coins. What if you just don't have enough? Like, what do you do? I just realized, zombie car is optimal? That's surprising. I'm pretty sure we just used to use Homer's car, his level, because it's a really good car. Is zombie car better? It might give you more height or something for the out-of-bounds. Maybe it's just more consistent, or maybe it is just better. It is a good car, but I don't know. I just assumed that it wasn't, like, the most optimal choice. But I assume if you don't have enough for it, then you get Homer's car. Or you just force yourself to have enough. Okay, I think this might have been, like, the first or second out-of-bounds discovered, but I think it's been made more consistent. I believe what they used to do, I think they were doing this, and then what they did, I think they were, like, getting the Globex or something, and then reversing into the wall and then climbing up it. I think that's what they were doing. Now they just go over the wall at 200 billion FPS. Dude, I wonder if one day they're gonna go above 200 FPS. You could say, oh, what's the point, you know? But again, back in my day, people were playing at like 120 FPS or 140, and they were like, oh, why would we ever do like 150, 160, you know, 180? And they just kept going and going. It just makes you wonder if they'll ever... So I guess Homer of Steel's visual cue, maybe, once this geometry disappears, then he tilts a bit. And then at a certain point, maybe the witch in the background, maybe, he resets. This just looks like low-key feel-based, and I don't know if I could be fucked for that. This is so fast, dude. Do you know how bad we were back in the day, actually? Hold on. It's such a cock tease, by the way, that, there's all these fucking coins here when you don't need them anymore. Like, bruh. We were so bad that we would, like, a lot of runs would die to just missing these jumps. Jumping in this game is really weird and delayed and doesn't feel good. It does feel like shit, I'm not gonna lie. You know, movement in SHAR, like, outside of the car is not really the game's forte. It doesn't feel the best. Like, running is, like, okay, but it still feels a bit, like, weird. Like, the turns and shit feel, like, so wide. But jumping feels delayed, and precise platforming feels a bit awkward and slippery. So jumping up these quickly was always a bitch. Alright, I know of this, but I don't think it was a thing. So what they do is, normally Homer does like a little victory thing here. I mean, I thought he was skipping it by doing a jump kick, but he's pausing and unpausing. I do know of the pausing and unpausing strat, but I don't know if that single-handedly skips the animation, or if the jump kick skips the animation. But I think the reason why they might do pausing and unpausing is for this. No, because these platforms... I thought you could disable these platforms from dropping if you... It must be to skip the celebration. So it saves like a second or two. These were so, like, chokeable. You'd always forget which fucking ones to go down when you're on pace. And then getting into this car was sometimes a pain in the ass. Yeah, so I'm assuming zombie car is just better for the out of bounds. It's hard to imagine it's actually a better car than Homer's car. Look at this now. This, you haven't, like... I've seen a lot of, like, paste runs into here, and a lot of them just die to this shit. It's so bad. It's, like, insanely feel-based. Yeah. Well, as you can see, look, 122, 52. Like, that's the difference. Like, they've been able to make a lot of things consistent, like Baby Van and stuff, and they just have shit like that. Like, shit like this. Yeah, just do more out of bounds. This looks like a pretty straight line. This looks like, in terms of navigation, one of the easier out of bounds. Not to get out of bounds, but like the actual out of bounds navigation. Going from here to the playground seems like the easiest form of it, compared to the other ones that they did. But I could be wrong. And now you get to do this. I'm sure they'll be doing a lot of fucking navigating here as well. Okay, they've loaded shit in. They need to do that for this car, I think. I don't think you can make progress without doing that. I wonder if they're gonna go out of bounds again at the bridge. Was that a swag strat, or does that actually do something? Not taking the... Oh, it's for the... Yeah, okay, it's to line yourself up better for this, I think. Okay, it's probably a swag strat, but anyway. Wow, that gives you loads of height. I swear that was even more height than the zombie car. So I'm imagining that this is going to be the exact same as before. Except you'd have to wait for the car, like you did originally, so you can do it even faster. And the car is like, look, its wheels are a bit up in the air. I don't know if that actually means anything, but... And drive into it. God, this run's like crazy good. I know there was a couple mistakes, but this run's crazy good. I'm assuming that 115 is possible if you get, like, the most bussin' run of all time. What the fuck? Okay, I have no idea what that was for. Dude, what the fuck is going on? I don't even know. Dude, you can fucking... Oh, you need to do that for the finish line, yeah. Do you do an out-of-bounds thing here? What the fuck, dude? You didn't even have to bump into anything. Dude, is this car really that buggy at high frame rates? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, if any SHAR runners are watching this, but, like, is this the easiest out-of-bounds of them all? Because it looks like it, because you didn't have to bump into anything. It literally just... I swear to God, it looked like you press, like, a button and then you just get height. So that was really weird. I feel like if I had to guess, this is probably the easiest one. Which, if it is, then that's a godsend, because... having this be, like, the easiest thing makes it less chokeable, considering it's the last mission. Dude, imagine if you accidentally bump into something right now when you got the fucking toxic waste. What do you even do? I guess you have to drive back, if you even can drive back. I don't even know if you can. Dude, he spawned the car, fuck. And now he's gonna... Dude, what's going on? Like, what are the visual cues? I don't understand. I bet this takes ages to learn, dude. I bet you gotta put loads of hours into this. And the final thing to note... Give it a sec. Time ends a tiny bit faster than back in the day. I think when people realize that, because in Hundo, they skip 7-7's cutscene afterwards. Like, you do, like, the pause strat again, I think. I think when that was realized, they made it so that time ends when... Because you've already completed the mission here. So, they end time here, but the way that they used to end it was when the cutscene started, so that was just a free... They didn't convert times or anything, so that's just a free, like, 1 to 2 second time save compared to before. See, look, I told you I golded every mission except for one. Watch this now. Yeah, so you just save, like, a second for free, but, yeah. 1322, Homer 2. So 143 versus 116. So the actual time difference now is, well, he got an 812, Homer 2. Oh yeah, I was doing calculations really stupidly. I could have literally just seen, like, I could have just counted. Anyway, so that was an 812, and I got, again, golding everything except for one thing, a 1322. And if I didn't get fucked in Pocket Protector, it would have been like a 1312, so almost exact, so we can just kind of round. He saved 5 minutes on me. And this is like one of the shorter levels in the game. He saved 5 minutes on me when I golded like almost everything. Yeah. I did PB by a lot. I think my attempt count, I don't know what my attempt count is in this, but it's probably not even 100. Again, like, the intro cutscene would waste a lot of time. I kind of hope they go down the route with this new cutscene skip stuff of allowing a mod that skips all the cutscenes, because, like, I don't really mind the cutscene for Wolves, but it's more so Flowers. The Flowers cutscene is AIDS when you get to skip the intro one, and then only after, like, a couple minutes of gameplay, 3 minutes of gameplay or whatever, you'd have to watch, like, a 50-second long cutscene. It's just kind of, you know what I mean? It's like, you could skip one of the 50-second cutscenes, but not the other one. It's like, bruh. Especially because of how early in it is. I don't think anybody likes that downtime. It's so early in the run as well that it's not even like, oh, well, I could take a piss, refill my water. You would have done that before the run started, almost definitely. The Wolves is like, that's one where you can actually refill your drink or whatever. But yeah, I'm wondering if they're gonna deduct cutscene time. I would prefer if they would just skip the cutscenes, but we'll see. I'm not a runner of the game, so my opinion does not matter. But yeah, that was the run. It felt so familiar, yet so different at the same time, and I love speed games like that. I like when you can quit a game for a long time, come back, and it still feels the same, but it's still time saved, so you can easily come back in PB and adapt. Like, it makes getting back into the game a lot smoother because you're not just completely doing a brand new, overhauling the entire route. Everything's completely different. You have to learn brand new stuff. Like, yeah, you gotta learn a few new strats, but like, the structure of this is the same. A lot of missions, like, there was most missions, like 80+% of the content was the same, but just faster driving, grabbing more of the wasps. You know, it feels very familiar. Homer 2 is the exception, but you know, it's so cool and so fast and such a significant part of the run now, but only one level and not like the whole fucking game that I can accept it. If it was like that, like every level, I wouldn't like that. Although they'd probably have like a no out of bounds category at that point, but yeah. So yeah, that's the difference between, well, you didn't get to see my full run or anything, but yeah, that's the difference between a 116 and a 143. The last thing, I think there was something to do with, like, load variance when you entered buildings. If I'm remembering correctly, I hope I'm not getting this wrong. I believe you used to be able to, like... Well, not used to be able to, but you used to, like, when you entered buildings, it would, like, there was like, a very tiny amount of load variance, and it wouldn't be factored out. I think they factored it out now, so I think you just save, like, a few seconds, like 10 seconds or less, throughout the run for free, if I'm remembering correctly. I hope I am. Yeah, this is really interesting, and I saw a lot of, like, free time saves, or, like, easy time saves, stuff that I could reasonably do. If I came back to the game, it's like, I saw a couple coin things I could grab, and I saw, like, a couple, like, little paths I could go down. I think if I came back to the game, I think I could, like, not super easily, but I do think in not very long, I could probably get a 139, like... I don't know if I'm ever coming back to the game, but if they allow you to skip all those cutscenes, I will consider it, but I probably won't, because I should be focusing on content creation and stuff, but we'll see. Probably not, but we'll see. Anyway, this is a fun reaction. I enjoyed this. Massive congratulations to Homer of Steel for this Le Epic speedrun. And regardless of whether or not they let you skip the cutscenes or whatever, I mean, here's to 115 or a 115 equivalent or whatever in the future. Dude, one day SHAR's gonna be like fucking 112, and we'll just... Yeah, I won't be able to comprehend that. Like, actually, here's another thing I want to say, actually. SHAR and movie got compared a decent amount because the movie has a lot of driving, blah, blah, blah. SHAR obviously has way more driving, and it affects the run a lot more, and the driving mechanics are a lot more in-depth. Let me just play a random part of the run. So again, when movie world record was like 120, if I was on OG and knew a couple more things, it would have been like low to mid 128. So, I mean, when I say no, it's just that OG is just, and the route I was doing was accidentally slow and all this other stuff, and I was playing on a very slow version of the game. Back then, SHAR world record was like 127 or some shit. I think they were both 129 at some point, but then SHAR just kept getting faster and faster. I think by the time movie became 127, I think SHAR was already down to like 124, 123, something like that. But yeah, basically, now, NMG is, 119.27, and SHAR is 116.48, so movie caught up quite a bit. The Out of Bounds saved like 3 minutes or something, and Rub-a-Dub Skip saves like 3 minutes, so we were able to catch up there. But it's also just us getting better, buffers, a lot more strats getting found, better manly routing, significantly better movement, but there's still a, like 2.5, more like rounded up to 3, but let's just say, like, to make myself feel better, 2.5 minute gap between the two. And I'm not being mean to HomerOfSteel, but he said himself that the first 2 levels were meh, fail curator, otherwise okay run. My NMG run for my skill level is straight up, like, pretty fucking good. Even now, it's I could beat it by like 15 seconds or something, but it's pretty fucking good. So my run for my skill level is probably better than HomerOfSteel's run for his skill level. So if we both got perfect runs in our respective speed games for these categories, there would be an even bigger time, because I'd imagine for him a really good run would probably be like a high 115 or some shit. Whereas a really good run for me would be like 119, like 10. So then the difference would be like over 3 minutes. There'd be a bit like 3 minutes and 20 seconds or probably something like that. So yeah, still like 3 minutes. We have caught up a lot with SHAR, so I think that's cool. SHAR has more time save potential though. They keep finding stuff, like, and there's more like routing opportunities, and it's a PC game. You never know what fuckery can occur with that. And now they found some cutscene skip stuff, which will, if that's allowed, then they would probably just separate it from like the time for movie even more. Like, be an even wider margin. Movie time save comes down to like ball storage, which we'd probably ban. We ban ball storage and no major glitches anyway, so that's, Rock Slide Hans Disable. Most likely a ball storage thing, can't do that. Combat Arena skip, most likely a ball storage thing, can't do that. BBBH backwards early, like by unlocking a warp early or something. Probably a ball storage thing. There's like a couple strats in like Weenie and Knucklehead and stuff, which maybe one day could be RTA viable, but they would not save nearly enough. Basically, I think SHA's always go ASM, because like our I'm comparing these because they're equivalents essentially. ASM is pretty much like, I mean, it's because in any percent you can like skip missions, so you skip most of the missions. So this is basically like you can't do any like major skips. That usually implies like glitches and stuff. But you can't like literally just skip all of the fucking content for a mission. And NMG is kind of similar. You can't do pause storage, which skips enormous sections of the game, and you can't skip Mindy Skip, which you can't do Mindy Skip, which skips a huge token requirement. So they're very similar categories in that sense. It's kind of like all main collectible, not all, but like, yeah, you know what I mean. Is that kind of thing. Like a no major glitches equivalent, sort of, kind of. Except in SHAR, it's not glitches, it's just like no doing the stupid fucking thing. But yeah, SHAR's just gonna keep pulling ahead of movie. I mean, even if we allowed hard drive and then like we found some other time saves, then yeah, we could catch up, and then they just have the cutscene stuff so we catch up again. It's not really a race between the two or anything. I just find it interesting because the categories are weirdly similar. They have coins, we have manlies. The times are roughly like kind of similar. There is driving in both games. They're both defined by like strats rather than changes, like massive overhauls to the actual route. Like there's this forced structure, but the way that you can change how you do though, SHA has more leniency with its structure and has more runners, which is why, But yeah, I'll probably stop yapping now. This is really fun to watch. And yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.